Well, that's a big topic. It goes back to Plato's Republic and
Mhm,
things like that. But I, well, I grew up, like I said, I grew up in a small town in New England, and
mhm,
uh, small towns in New England had this culture of town meetings and civic involvement and engagement and stuff like that, right? And I remember my
mhm,
dad getting up to speak at town meetings and stuff like this. And so, that was a different culture, let's say, than they had in Virginia. Or so, you see you read Jefferson and these people commenting about the differences between New England and Virginia
huh,
and uh, and the and the Georgia and these places like that. And Pennsylvania had a different sort of culture, and New
mhm,
York had a different sort of culture. So we had these different cultures in America, just focusing on the American context for now, um, where people operated civically in different ways, and they had different civic cultures. So I come from this kind of New England civic culture where people were kind of involved in their towns and things like that, right?
mhm,
And so I kind of picked up some of that when I was young, and also from my dad, because my dad was kind of civic minded and things like this, right? He didn't ever run for office or anything like that, but he was engaged locally, you see.
mhm, mhm,
um, and also in his work. So he worked for the Veterans Administration and was involved with advocating for veterans and their health care and stuff like this, right? So that was kind of, we have a different, some of your community these days might be your workplace. Instead of your locality where you are, maybe you're involved in your workplace and you're trying to advocate for better health care in your job or something like that, right? Or better policy